Hey everybody, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel for some more Escape from Tarkov task videos. Today we're going to be taking a look at the last task in the Peacekeeper series as of January 14th, 2019, which is the guide. The premise of the task is actually rather simple. You need to survive every single raid in Escape from Tarkov in a row without dying. So if you've had difficulties in the past with delivery from the past, one of the most notorious missions in the early game of Tarkov for being a little bit difficult for newcomers, the guide is certainly going to be challenging for you. But the good thing is, if you actually complete this mission, the reward is very lucrative. First, you get 25,000 USD, which is huge, one of the biggest cash rewards in the game from any task. And you also get a number of other item unlocks. The slap armor plating for the Fast MT, which turns it into a class 5 helmet. You unlock the tan magnified holoscope and some cool new magazines for the AK-101 and AK-102. This quest also gives you 100,000 PMC experience, but if you're already over level 40, that doesn't really matter too much at the current moment. So before I dive into some of the clips actually doing this mission, let's talk a little bit about how I went around doing it. So your ultimate goal is to survive each raid. That doesn't mean PvP, kill too many scavengers, loot expensive equipment. It just means survive. You cannot get run-throughs though. So your main goal here is to try to get yourself near an extraction point while killing at least one scavenger and looting them. The more is going to just guarantee that you do not get a run-through, but pretty much all you have to do is kill one scav, loot his equipment, and get out of the raid. Technically, it's probably possible for you to loot items without even getting kills, but the amount of time that it will take to collect the amount of equipment in order to actually receive the amount of experience needed to not get a run through, it's much safer to just go in, rush down a scav spawn, kill the scav, and exit the raid. Now, I did factory a few times while trying to complete this mission, and for me, factory, I just ran and killed a player and then left the raid immediately. I was very lucky because there's lots of new players to the game for the 2-week beta codes, so factory was full of low levels. I just ran in, killed one, and immediately extracted using my factory key or whatever extraction I was closest to. So now let's talk about the raids themselves and what order I decided to go after them. So my initial goal, the first couple tries I did this mission, I wanted to do Terror Group Labs first because from my perspective, it had the highest probability of me getting killed. Terror Group Labs, you just need to kill a scav raider and then you can leave the raid. That could be challenging if you catch a scav raider in a pack or if you get caught off guard, but that's why I wanted to do it first because I feel like I would probably mess that up the most. Next, Factory. Terror Group Labs then raid to Factory, try to get a scav kill or kill a PMC, immediately leave. Next, I decided to go to Customs. Customs, I felt, was probably the next most difficult map to complete just because it's considered a PvP map. There's lots of group activity there. I wanted to get in there, extract from the raid reasonably quickly, position myself immediately off the spawn, rushing towards the other side of the map to try to get close to an extraction point. Just in case I got into some little trouble, I could actually just run for the extraction point after getting a scav kill. It didn't really necessarily work out that way, and you'll see why. But the next step for me from here would be Interchange. Interchange turned out to be one of the most difficult ones for me. I just kept on running into other players. But the goal for Interchange was to just run underground in the garages, kill a scav or two, and then just work your way through to the other side of the map and extract. It's really easy on paper, but for whatever reason, I kept on running into huge groups of players and getting ambushed from behind. And that's honestly something that doesn't happen to me pretty much at all in the Interchange garages, minus completing this mission. Another idea that you could do is just move around the outskirts of the map towards the power station. Sometimes scavengers spawn there, or go towards, you have like the gas truck near the northwest exfil, and there's usually 2 scavengers that roam around there. It's the position that you have to go to complete Blood of War Part 1. But I think the fastest way would be underground. But whatever you feel the safest and the fastest way of getting the kills, just take that. After of which, Shoreline or Woods. Shoreline and Woods are the 2 raids that I seem to be able to extract safely from the most. Woods is probably the number 1 on my list. I always seem to get lucky on Woods. There is a lot of player activity, especially with these Mosin missions. But It's such a big map and there isn't that many choke points. So if you do end up getting attacked or you run into a group and you have the time to leave and run, you have a higher probability of doing that than opposed to on customs where it's very sectioned off. There's lots of choke points and people can anticipate your movements a lot more. Shoreline is the same way. Shoreline, most players run towards the health resort or some of the hot spots like the bunker or the hydro plant and the gas station. So if you can just quickly maneuver past the halfway point of the map, depending on where you spawn in, and kill a scavenger like at Road to Customs, CCP, or on the other side at the village or at the tunnel extraction, likewise at the rock passage. Shoreline, in my opinion, is probably the easiest map in this entire series, and that's why I kind of leave it to the end. Now, every single player in this game is going to have a different opinion on how they can efficiently complete this mission, because it's really up to you. What maps do you find the most difficult to survive? And you want to do the hard ones first, because if you do all the easy maps and then you finally get to the difficult ones and you're going to be dying over and over and over again, you're kind of wasting your time. You could just do the difficult ones. If you die, well, you're not super deep into the quest, so you can just start again. Once you actually have a successful difficult raid, you move on to the easier ones, and you have a higher probability of survival. Now, you could also complete this mission during night raids, and I actually attempted to do that a few times. I actually recommend night raids. The only reason why I didn't do this mission on night raids is I was challenged by my chat not to do that, and also while I'm streaming there's a higher probability of people trying to ambush me from the broadcast because there's less instances at night. So I decided to do that during the day just to try to cut back on the amount of people attempting to snipe and disrupt the progress. Alright, now let's take a look at some of the failures and some of the wins while trying to do this mission, The Guide. Paula? Damn it! I whiffed it. I'm gonna die. I whiffed it. I wanted the grenade kill, man. Oh shit. Not ideal. Alright. That one's done. That should be enough experience. Should be. It's a PMC kill. It should be. And yeah, this is a gamble. This is a gamble. It might be a run through. Maybe. Ooh, yeah, maybe this is a gamble. Hey! Oh, like, dude, I think that was fucking close, man. I want to add a side note about customs, but before I do, I want to apologize about the Twitch bitrate. I'm not too sure what's going on. Something changed on their end, much grainier than it was in the past, especially with Tarkov when it comes to downloading clips. Not too sure why, but I have to show you guys some Twitch clips. But the goal for customs, I spawned on the far side with the boiler, and I ran all the way across at the very beginning of the map towards construction. I got the scav kill, but that isn't enough. I need to actually loot a scav body. I was really planning on looting scavengers that was at the, we call it the ice cream shack, but you know, the newsstand that's up here to the front left. No scavs. Not a single one spawned in. What are the odds of that happening? Like, it's so rare that scavengers in this area don't spawn at the beginning of a customs map. So I decided to attack a player that I spotted, and, well, we got into a pretty intense battle. Is that guy up there? I believe I just spotted a second player around there. Yeah, there is. Alright, fuck it. Fuck. Why is there so many people now? I looted all their bodies, so a few minutes passed. I mean, if any of the new guys, the new big streamers want to play with me, they can just reach out to me. If not, I'll just probably mind my own business. Oh! Player scav. God damn it. No, it wasn't a player scav. Oh, rip. I should have just got out of there, man. I should have just got out of there. That was an R700? That's what it sounds like? I've never been like on the other end of an R700. Holy. Ah, man, I find it odd. This guy might have a partner. Probably got a bud. That's his R700 right there, though. Yep, there he is. Alright. He's very geared. We have to do this in a different way. He's gonna camp the body. Actually... Oh, I'm dead. Rip the mission. I wonder how he played that. Was that a different player? It must have been a different player from behind. Yeah, I think it was the different player from behind. So I failed a couple times, but here is the actual victory run. I actually thought I did some labs. I was doing a few labs, but I ended up getting killed by a PMC scav raider and I had to go AFK for a little bit. So I decided to switch up the strategy and do customs right away before doing woods, just because I had a few people tailing me, unfortunately. So I had to be a little bit more random with my map selection. That's one hell of a shot, though. Where'd he go? Problem is I have to go and like grab the loot of this guy. I think so anyway. I mean, just getting the... Oh, uh-oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna run for it. What? Oh, okay. Oh, I can't see this guy. He's over there. He was just hiding behind a bush. I seen his head for a minute. Like, I know where he is, but... Okay, so customs is down. Next, I went over to Shoreline and did it at dusk. Ran towards the road to customs, killed a scav here for the first time, looted the body, moved down the road, and extracted. Please don't run through. Yeah, you need to survive on labs. You gotta survive every map. To be completely honest, Cronus, I know labs seems really hard, but the thing about the map is if you want to survive and you're not greedy, it's not that hard. Like, there's so many extractions, you just gotta kill one scav raider and bail, or one player and bail, and it's a very... If you want to get out of labs, you can get out of that map very fast. Yikes, I'm dipping it. He's somewhere here. I think we're good to leave, though. We killed one PMC. I think we're good to leave. I don't want to fuck with that MP7. Gonna put everything on the line. Too soon? No, I think we're fine. I think we're okay. As long as we loot and grab the tag, we're fine. Next, I headed over to Interchange, which was the map I was having the most difficulty with. I just kept on getting ambushed from behind, so I decided to go in at nighttime using the Monocle NVG. Oh my god. What? Almost got killed by the scabs. Not even worried about the players. It's actually amazing. That sucks. Okay. Now I think we're good. The best way to get through this, though, that's a tough call. I don't know. Probably have to go outside. No, this is the old night vision, Vic Adams. The new ones are really good. Uh-oh. Okay. That was fucked. So we're gonna do a quick breakout here. Amazing. Okay, so that's lucky as fuck. Let's hope he doesn't have a buddy. Why night vision? What night vision? What are you talking about? So for woods, I brought some stims just in case I got a kill early on, which I did, so I could run all the way across the map as quickly as I possibly can to the extraction point. I brought an ETG stamina pen and an adrenaline pen to increase my endurance and strength so I can run faster. I also have a heal over time stim and a Zagustin pen, which is going to prevent the creation of new bleeds. Because I can't get, like, because it's increased my max stamina by quite a bit, I can't regenerate my stamina fast enough. Even though we have, like, max endurance and, or, like, not max endurance and strength, but... Okay, gonna slow it down real quick. Go to my right. Back the hill. Going up the hill. Got the heal over time effect. Should be okay as long as we don't get an instant headshot. Did it, fellas. That's it. Every raid in a row survived. I don't know why we didn't get the cha-ching. The subtask. What happened? Why didn't we get subtask complete? Did I fuck it up? We reaccepted it. Don't tell me. Oh, what? We have to do labs? We did labs. That was the first one we did. So I ended up leaving the most difficult one for last. And I got into a late laboratory. So one that was already active. So the scav raiders were already spawned in with gates open. What are the odds of that happening? And on top of that, I could not get into a position to kill a scav raider. So it was a very frustrating and difficult labs raid, but I was able to finally get some scav kills. He's just right there. That's it, that's one. Oh, fuck. I don't know if that's gonna count. That's one. I don't know. Let's just hope we have enough. Let's just hope we have enough experience. Please don't be a run through. Come on. Don't be a run through. Yes! Now, I know it wasn't the path that I wanted to take, and in my opinion, it wasn't the easiest way to complete this mission, but I actually was able to do it, and the guide remains as one of the most challenging tasks in the game. Not as challenging as the 130-meter headshot mission, but it's certainly up there. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for more Escape from Tarkov guides and gameplay, and check out my live stream Monday through Saturday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for more live content.